So I say that the most important, I guess, kind of assignment for phase two is the decision matrix. None of us have had any experience. Well, actually, we have. We just completely forgot about it. So we need to brush up on that. That way, so I say we finish the decision matrix first, and then work on the rest of the assignments.
The thing about decision matrix, though, I don't.
Virtual reality, one of the biggest innovations of our time. The unparalleled ability to bring a living person to a virtual world, all through one wearable headset. Over the past decade, many companies have been beginning to expand into this region of technology, such as Meta, Valve, Sony, HTC, and many more. Virtual reality has been used for many different purposes and genres, such as video games, training for jobs, experimenting with physics, and soon, mobile communication. It has also become more readily available and more widespread now more than ever. But with changes to the world around us and changes to science as we know it, also comes the worry and anxiety from our ever-evolving landscape, with a growing need for relief. According to results from the National Alliance of Mental Illness, over 40 million adults in the US, 19.1%, have an anxiety disorder. Approximately 7% of children aged 3 to 17 experience issues with anxiety each year. Many people suffer from anxiety and stress every single day, preventing them from carrying out various tasks, and not all methods of treatment work for everyone. According to the behavioral scientists, psychodynamic theories and therapies rely heavily on subjective interpretation by therapists, which can lead to inconsistencies and biases in assessment and treatment, and can even give the patient the false idea that their anxiety cannot be controlled by them. Another fact that remains is that traditional forms of treatment, such as psychodynamic therapy and prescribed medications, require long-term commitment and will become expensive over time. Now then comes the standstill between the 2 points mentioned already, the ever-growing field of technology and the stresses that come with it and every other problem in the world. But what if both of these topics could be put together to make something good out of it, and work to make a product that relaxes users and gives them peace?
Hi, Andrew Gilbert here with SootheScape, the most calming VR app I've ever used. It has the simplicity and accessibility to relax your nerves in as fast a way as possible. Look at this.
The secret is in the many digital environments available to relax in, making the SootheScape much more relaxing than other available methods.
And unlike medicines with side effects, the SootheScape is pure relaxation and leaves a path of ease.
You can relax at the beach, or the city, or even in space.
The average cost of a one-week vacation is $1,000 to $2,000 a week. That is cash in the trash. Save your money and also help save your mental health.
You'll get the entire SootheScape experience, all for only $14.99. Interested to see more? Make sure to visit the Senior Design Shark Tank event, taking place from 7:15 a.m. to 12 p.m. on December 19th, 2023. We'll see you there. So the pitch is this: introducing SootheScape, a VR software developed using the help of anxiety and mental health experts in order to reduce stress within its users. The software will contain various personalized experiences in order to provide the optimal experience for users and successfully de-stress them.
This is the project that was tasked for 4 students of the Charlotte Engineering Early College, those being Andrew Gilbert, Emmanuel Anamade, Jonathan Hernandez, and Nathan Waikwa. Before the project began development, the 4 members divided the work among themselves equally. Andrew was the team captain and head of software development. Emmanuel was the team's lead organizer and kept track of all deliverables and final drafts. Jonathan was in charge of music composing as well as the research for the project. Finally, Nathan was in charge of the sketches and visuals. This team also made some rules for themselves that were documented in a group contract that was signed by all members. With these guidelines in place, the team was ready to begin their biggest project of their lives. After a few assignments about Beowulf, the team was officially formed and began to work on phase 1 of the project, define, and brainstorm. This project was planned to be created within Unity. Although none of the members had any true experience with the engine, it would take some time to become fully adjusted to it. The goal was to have a prototype of the main menu for the software done by the end of the semester, with the ability to go into a virtual reality environment from right there and then. The team got to work on the basics, forming the official group contract, key terms, team identity, problem statement, elevator pitch, and design brief. The team also created a survey with about 47 responses, and the team learned that good audio, visuals, and sensory feedback would be the most important to prioritize during the development process.
Then, the team got to make a trailer. This one is gonna be quite soothing. You wake up. It's Saturday. You make yourself some Saturday scrambled eggs, have a glass of Saturday milk. Wait a minute. Oh god, you have a 5-page paper due tomorrow that you forgot about. You then spend the rest of the day getting the paper done. And even after submitting it online, you're still worried you won't get a good grade on it, and the stress is building up. What you need is a good de-stressor to hop right into. And that's where the SootheScape comes in. The SootheScape VR is a VR game being designed for virtual reality headset owners to help relax your nerves inside of VR. Relax in many different environments. See places you've never seen before. Customize your experience to your liking. And take some time for yourself before continuing on with your day. This project will also have many great mentors, like the CEO of NAF, Lisa Doogie. The SootheScape VR game comes out for the Senior Expo next April. Pre-orders are not available now, because it'll just be free to try anyway. Now there is one important detail about that trailer. The lady at the end, named Lisa Doogie, the CEO of NAF. Emmanuel used his contacts to get in contact with her, and she became one of the group's mentors. What was even better is that they got to get in a call with her to share the project details.
I think that this is a really great thing to be thinking about and a really interesting area to be focused on. I think that you guys will be able to really dig into some really interesting areas that can be transformational for students to just be able to experience education differently.
I feel like another thing that may be a potential issue would be mostly about the research, because there may be, maybe uncredible sources or maybe misconceptions about stress and anxiety and how to deal with it, because there are some things that work for some people that may not work for others, so we're trying to find like a neutral that works for the majority of people, if not everybody. If not possible, we need to research on different types of things that can help anybody who's suffering from different types of trauma or anxiety or things that trigger such things.
Yeah, that's really important pieces to have like real facts behind and real data behind. So one of the things I'm thinking off the bat is we've done a little bit of work in partnership with the I always forget what MIL stands for, but at the University of Miami Medical School, we've been working with a team there that's doing a lot of innovative work around mental health for students, and so I think that could be a really interesting connection for you guys to see some of the things that they're doing. It's all research-based. They're very much about how are they developing things that are very much about what students need now and not making assumptions, and also not thinking about in 5 years or whatever, but really meeting the needs of students now. So they could be a really interesting connection for you guys and again, it's all research-based. It's all doctors and PhDs really working on this stuff.
September passes, and the end of Phase 1 rolls around. By this point, the idea has changed to this: a virtual reality app/simulation that gives the user an environment to relax in after answering some questions about how they felt at the time. The environments that were being chosen from were the beach, the mountains, a cherry blossom field, a winter town, and a cityscape. There were also some other ideas pitched in, like a plane or a retro arcade, but these were scrapped due to not being as good ideas according to the decision matrix. Now, during most of Phase 1, barely any work got done on the Unity project, as it was still in the early stage of development. But Phase 2 was about to begin, and the pace of work needed to increase rapidly, and soon.